Looks like we're live. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? JT Strickland, how are you doing? I tried to stream earlier, but I was having problems with the internet at my house, so I had to come to my office to stream. But we're going to be mixing a strong good to hear. I'm glad that you're doing good. I hope your week's doing well. Hasn't been too busy. I've been pretty busy, but it's all right. I should probably message Colin, but I don't even think he's answering my snaps, so won't even bother. If he comes, he comes. But today we're going to be mixing a song. This song, I recorded this one yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, knowing that I was going to do a stream when we hit 800 subscribers. So this song is it's from Fire Emblem. Oh yeah, I should take some time for myself if I'm feeling worn out. Look, when you're an adult, every day you feel worn out. So that's just normal. That's just part of life. But I'm not too worn out to work, and I still have some time. It's only around here. It's 8 o'clock, so we still got some time until I need to hit the bed for night. But I'm not too worn out to work on music. But anyways, this is Fire Emblem. Elise from Fire Emblem Fates is kind of what I just made it. Just kind of freestyled. Don't know if it'll come out or not. That's up to Colin. I don't really make those decisions. But we'll kind of go through the process of what my chain looks like for my vocals. What kind of layers we have, how everything kind of fits together. I'll try to do it brief. Oh, thank you. Try to do this brief because we could be here for hours if we went really too in depth. But basically, when I pull up a template, I have templates set for songs. This is kind of what it looks like. We got a beat channel, we got a main, two mains. I got a double, an ad-libs, and then I have choral channels kind of for like some background stuff that's going to go on. And then I usually have 2 or 3 harmonies. This one, because it's a little more rap styled, it's only got 1 harmony. And then we got 2 kind of I call them lows, but they're like backings for the main. The beat pretty much is just the beat. And we'll go a little bit more into that. I might as well just play it first. This isn't mixed. Obviously it's leveled a little bit, but it's going to sound a little rough, and that's what we're going to do today. Is we're going to clean it up. But for those who want to see kind of what it sounds like before we get into the mix, this is what it sounds like. So. And the lyrics are right here on the side as well, wherever they are.
5, 6 on a fist, you wanna see that way it hits. I like this, it's a kick, I no regrets, I let life rip. Like Pegasus on spinning grid, living out with my lid. I'm burning bright on autumn north, I pray for peace, trying to clean the board. And if I go out, then it's gonna be war. When I go out, they're bringing down that door. It means a king like you and we got a family like hold on. I look at my voice, I'm doing them bored. I look at my rose until I ring on. Hit me, set them out and no limits on board. Figures I got it in buckets, tied around here, ain't keeping no score. Big broke ones, they keeping it G. Well, they're out here going ham, of course. No matter what you say, what I'm dragging, the syrup, my majesty striking the core. Big bro, just leave it to me. You know that I'm on the shore. So they open up doors and embrace all the road and roaming through the countryside, hoping for peace, cause I'm tired of coping. Swear when I go out, they're bringing down that door. Means a king like you and we got a family like hold on. I look at my voice, I'm doing them bored. I look at my robes until I ring on. Hit me, set them out and no limits on board. Figures I got it in buckets, tied around here, ain't keeping no score. Big broke ones, they keeping it G. Well, they're out here going ham, of course. No matter what you say, what I'm dragging, the syrup, my majesty striking the core. So
that's just rough. That's rough right now. We're gonna make it better, hopefully. Where's the pause button? Okay. Thank you. I'm glad it sounds great. And hey, if you ever wanna work on anything, or you want my help with anything, just send me an email or a DM, and I can do what I can. Anyways, I mean, it just depends on time that I have available. But obviously, there's still some problems with this. Hopefully, I'm not peaking when I'm talking. I had it set so that I can talk quietly, but obviously there's a little bit too much reverb, because this template is usually I use it for acoustic stuff, so there's more reverb on it. But in a rap song like this, we want to kind of strip it back and have the vocals be more prominent. Some of the higher parts up here we might keep them. In fact, I'll just duplicate these tracks and probably throw we'll throw the more melodic stuff. Not all of that, but throw some of this melodic stuff right here, and then we can adjust it as we need to. Hey, whatever you want. Like, I'm not trying to tell you what to make, trying to tell you what to do. But whatever you feel like doing, just yo, is that my guy Sammy? Whatever you need, though. Whatever you need, JT. Just let me know. Yes, that was good, Sammy. I wish I had the energy to give you an intro like I do, but I mean, I'm deep into the hole today. A little bit tired, but we're gonna make it through. We hit 800 subscribers, so figured we're gonna do a stream. So, but I'm glad to see you here, brother. It's got to be like 11 o'clock at night for you, over where you're from. I do have a Discord. It's at LMental 5137, just like everything else. Yeah, I don't have a server, but I just have a Discord. So send me a DM on Discord or something. Thank you so much, Sammy. Don't let me keep you up late, Sammy. If you need to go to bed because you got work in the morning or school, whatever you need to. I don't know. Are you out yet? I figure you should be getting close to being out. But yeah, you got class tomorrow. Brother, don't let me keep you up. And Prince Wolfboy, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great. Just drawn. Graduate next year? Fantastic. That's what we like to hear. I have done graduated, but might have to go back to school. We'll see. I actually applied to, I believe, where you go to school. I applied just for fun. I don't think I'm going to go there, but I applied. We'll see. But anyways, we're going to be mixing. Today. But I hope everybody's doing well. And so, first off, my chain. What do I use in my chain? We're just going to look at the main vocal. All of these are pretty much the same. I use a ridiculous amount of plugins, and gotcha. I'll make sure to add you if you add me. That would be dope. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to be going there, but we'll see. I should know soon, but we'll see. Okay, I think we are. Let me. Oh, I can do it here. Turn it down just a little bit. I think we're just peaking a little bit too much, but okay. I'm good. Just got summer vacation from school. Fantastic. Love to hear it. Yeah, sure. I look, if you want to work, send me some stuff. Well, we can work on something. I don't mind work. Working is all that I do. So, love to work. Yeah. And yeah, I think the school that I went to, they just got out on summer vacation as well. I know some of the high schools around here are still going, but some of the colleges are out. But just depends. Anyways, what do we have? Oh, what is it? Public service announcement. Well, I'm not actually a professional mix engineer, audio engineer. I just do what I've learned over the last 7 years of doing music. And so don't take what I do and say this is exactly, and I think this goes for everybody. Everybody's voice is a little different. Everybody's mixing is going to be a little different. But I use a crazy amount of plugins. It's probably not the best way. There's definitely a faster way and a smoother way to do this. But in case people were wondering, how do you get the LMental sound? This is how we do. First off, I do have it's on here. I don't usually use the compressor on here, but I use the auto tune. Like, I'm gonna down that door. So there is a, what is it? It's gonna pull up on my other screen. But it's just Antares, retune with 5, flex tune 47, humanize 65. Humanize is cranked, but anyway, it's not important. But some people will say LMental has a fantastic voice, which is true. But I also have auto-tune on as well to make my voice sound even better. You like the Phasma song? My favorite is Phasma. I don't know if that's what you mean. I'm glad if you do. Funny enough, a lot of people that I know didn't like it, and I said, I think it sounds good. I'm gonna put it out. So, but anyways, first thing we have on the chain is a FabFilter Pro Q3. So this is from FabFilter. It's just an EQ. When I do rap songs, I usually have even more dip in the low end. This is obviously acoustic, so we try to keep it stripped down as much as we can. We've got some dipping around. These are our like sibilous sounds, so our S's and our T's and our stuff like that. And we have a little bit of a dip. And what this little dip here is really just makes it sound smoother in terms of like the when you're singing. The less high end you have, the less harsh it's going to be. So you just kind of smooth it out like that. It's nice to meet you too. Yeah, again, if anybody wants to work, send me an email, send me a DM, and I love to work with people. It doesn't matter your ability level or anything like that. I just like to work because making songs is what I love to do. I did make this beat, but I love making songs. So yes, we have an EQ, we have a auto tune, EQ. Then we have what is this? An exciter. I like to have my stuff bright. And so you'll find that a lot of my stuff is pretty bright. And that's because I have an exciter, which kind of just adds some harmonics to the top layer. And now this is like the meat and potatoes of all my look, anybody who wants to make stuff, I think just making anything at all and putting your heart and soul into it makes it beautiful. It doesn't matter if it's what people would call good or bad. I mean, who really cares? But anyways, this is a preset from an artist called Stim. And what I've actually done on some of my other templates is that you'll actually have some of these broken out a little more. And what I mean by that is that I'll actually have this NS1 above the EQ. I'll have the real auto-tune above the EQ, just to make things sound, because that's just the proper way the chain is supposed to go. But obviously I like to add more stuff to it. So anyways, this is a noise suppressor. You can't see it, but noise suppressor is like a noise gate. And so, I mean, I guess I can try to pull it over. Yeah, right there. Okay, we got a noise. Oh, it's in my face. Oh, that's not it. Hold up. I'm in the wrong. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Noise suppressor, and what it does is it kind of just takes away some of the background noise that you don't want to hear. So we got a noise suppressor, like a noise gate. That noise gate would be like what Logic's default noise suppressor is. This is all these plugins are from Waves. Ozone is from Isotope. In case you're wondering, where do I get these? Isotope, Waves. We have FabFilter. I use a lot of plugins, like I said. So then again, another auto tune, and this is kind of just depends on where you want it, how you want your vocals to sound. Again, I have it. This song is in D major, and then this is just also the basic stem settings. So I didn't even change these. Sometimes if I want something higher, I'll turn it up. If I want something lower, I'll turn it down. it just really depends on what you're looking for, what kind of sound you're looking for. I don't really love a robotic sound, and I, for some reason, can't seem to do it. I'm only really good at making myself sound natural for the most part. But also, there is something to be said about having imperfections in your vocal, because humans are drawn to imperfection because we are imperfect. So if your stuff is too perfect, it's going to come off as like AI or not real. So you want something that's kind of real that people can connect to. So I try to go for that when I'm making a song. And then we got, what is this? Oh, this is another EQ. And again, all these knobs here, these knobs are to adjust the levels of some of these things. But we got another EQ. In case you want to stop, take a picture, look at it. VEQ4 again, that's from Waves. And I just have it, I've just left that on the stem settings. We got another thing here. We've got a compressor. Our first compressor of the chain, the CLA 76 classic compressor. Anything perfect becomes imperfect. It's a paradox. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if perfection is ever really attainable for anybody. I guess people have an idea of what they think perfection is, but I mean, it's not. There's only one thing perfect in the world, and that's God. So we're not going to make it there. Anyways, compressor. I just leave it on the standard settings again. I don't really do anything with it. We've got a parallel split, and this is going to be, so we've got lots of things. Probably not even going to show all these. We got another, this is like a multi-band EQ. That just kind of, it's reactive, I believe. You can take a picture of that if you want. Then we have two of these. What are these? These are more EQing. I'm not going to show all that. There's more EQs. Another perfect thing is everything in his image. Yes, but I mean, yeah, this is going to turning into a Liam talks about God. But I mean, we're made in his image, and I guess we were designed to be perfect. But unfortunately, there was the fall, and so then we're not imperfect. I mean, we're not perfect anymore. We were designed to be perfect, but we're no longer imperfect. And it's only through Christ that we can be, perfect before God. So I have no problem. We can turn this into Liam talks about God all day, because I mean, I just got back from the gym where I serve it's a Christian ministry where we teach fighting to young kids, but we give a gospel before. So, anyways. I could talk about God all day. I'm trying to talk about music, but I'll do whatever you guys want. It'll be way easier to talk about God for me than talk about this. I have no idea what I'm doing out here. So anyways, now we got another compressor, R compressor. I actually love the R compressor, the R Vox compressors. I'll even throw that like in addition onto like a rap vocal just to make things sound tighter. But yeah, we got another R compressor on here. We got a de-esser. Doesn't even explain that. Takes away the s sounds. Sometimes I'll even go in and level this even more because I make my stuff so bright that the S's seem to pop out. So try to make things done. We got a doubler. That's like a choruser. If you're like an FL or a Logic bass user. So I don't really mess with this. I don't really mess with it here. I gotta go here. I'll mess with the knob. I mess with the knobs. I don't mess with too much of the settings. Sound shifter. Now this is cool, and it works kind of in tandem with the vocal bender. I believe this one is lowered. So in my vocal, there is a lower. It's very faint, but there is a like octave lower, kind of gravelly. You know how they alter it, and it's just in the background of the vocal. Same thing with the vocal bender, and they throw some delay on it. It just it's a cool effect that Stim has on their vocal, and it just kind of adds things in. But then we got classic. This is a delay H delay from Waves. That's the delay for the track, and then the reverb. And what I've done on other templates that I've made is I actually have those bust out instead of in here, because now when everything's in here, it's all running through the studio effects. So really, in this song, you're gonna hear the reverb and the delay are all gonna be affected by what comes after it, which isn't the way you'd really want the plugin. You want it to be last. So on some other tracks, I have this actually bust out to a different bus so that it's the last thing on the track. But back when I was making this template, that's what we went with. This template is supposed to have fresh air in it before, but I can't get it to I had to get fresh air through a different plugin. So we got fresh air here, but it's not in that vocal chain. It's going to be outside. We got it set to 55 and 35. Again, this is just an exciter like the Ozone exciter. And then I think we got another Ozone exciter just again to throw in, because I just like throwing exciters on my stuff and then having to manipulate things afterwards. Now the LFO tool here, what does it really do? I'm trying to figure out how to explain what it does. It adds some width. The way I use it is it kind of adds some width to the track. I'll just add like the pan, and obviously I have these set, but I have everything kind of set normal, really low, and it kind of makes it robotic, I guess. My favorite song that I made, My Chateau, is probably my favorite song right now. It's the one about Chateau Danforth or whatever. And what I like about it is there's a lot of I think it's one of the best. The reason I like it is because there's such a strong mix of me and that character in the song that I feel like it's done so well. And there's lots of if you're a Christian, you can get a lot of the messaging. Like there's God, and obviously I'm making the song about this girl and how this guy like saved her and is her savior. But it's more about, in my opinion, it's more about God and how God has saved me and things that I've gone through. What got me into music, and also what inspired you to shift to nerdcore? Okay. So anyways, that's why that song is my favorite. Why My Chateau is because it's so interwoven with Christianity, and that's really what I try to do. And I fall short because I'm human, but I try to make every song about God as much as I can for the people that are Christian and are like listening for that. Obviously, I'm not as overtly with it with like a Dizzy 8, but I try to throw God in there because that's why I like making music, and that's what motivates me in life is God. So anyways, what got me into music? Okay, when I was in college, I was listening to like songs, and I think it was like, I never thought I could do music because I never thought like, oh, I'm just not good enough at it. I'm good at like playing. I was good at playing cello. I was good at playing like, guitar and piano, but I was like, I'm not really like, I'm a good singer, but I'm not like a Taylor Swift. I'm not like this. I'm not like that. I'm a nobody. I can't rap. I'm not I'm not black, so I was like, I'm not a rapper. I can't be a rapper. I didn't know when you would be back, Colin, but I knew that you weren't responding to any of my Snapchats, so you were busy. But that's fine. I have time now, and I'm trying to get to bed on a decent hour. But anyways, what got me into music? I saw NF, not live, but I saw NF start making music, and I realized that I didn't have to be anything. I could just make music. And enjoy making it, and make it about God. So I believe you deserve 300K plus subs. I hope not. I don't want to be famous. I would hate to do this as a job, to be honest, because then there's an expectation. But I like doing it for fun, and that's why we do it. Anyways, so I started making music because of NF. He inspired me, and so I just started making music also because I don't really talk to anybody. So I was like, I need some way to get like emotions out, and like things that are going on in my life, how to talk about them, turn to music, and write stuff like that. making music and kind of just enjoying the process of making music. And so it helped me get through a lot of things that were going on in my life, just to be able to talk to somebody, talk to the microphone about it. So then after college, life was pretty hard in college. I got done with college, and we were wondering, I was like, I got a decent job. I was doing things that I like to do, and all of a sudden life became good, and I had nothing to really talk about, like nothing bad to talk about when it came to making music. So I was kind of at a roadblock. I was like, I don't know what to do with making music. And then shout out Colin. Colin showed me, he showed me first Daddy Fat Snaps, I think. Showed me Daddy Fat Snaps and said, hey, like, look at this, isn't this cool? Granted, we had heard Nerdcore before. Like we listened to Yoda by Weird Al Yankovic. Yoda, Yoda. That's technically Nerdcore. Like, we've been around Nerdcore, but like mainstream, like kind of like people that were pop and Nerdcore was a little different. And so Colin showed me Daddy Fat Snaps, and I was like, that's really cool, but that guy is way better than me and way better than I will ever be, so there's no way I can do that. He showed me Ham Sandwich. I was like, that's cool, but there's no way I can be that. Like, these guys are just on a different level of singing. And then Colin showed me Fable, and I was like, wait a second. I can do something. I can't be that good, but I can do something similar to that. How's it going, Shadow Freddy? What's up? And so that's when I was like, I started thinking I can do something like that, where I can take the character and what the character is going through and relate to it somehow, and then put that into a song. This is a long-winded explanation for your question, Sammy, but anyway, so Colin's the one that's responsible for me doing Nerdcore, and then it just started. I just wanted to make music every week, because it used to be like, who was it? There was one guy that was like releasing every week. I knew the big guys weren't doing it anymore, and I was kind of missing, like, people were not releasing every week, and so I was like, oh, I'll just release every week then, and we'll just get better as we make more music. And so now we're here. How did you and Colin meet then? You need backstory. Okay, so this happened when I was really young. Okay, I went to bed one night, and then the next day I woke up and this dude was here, and he took all my parents' attention. I don't know. And then he's been taking me off ever since. No, Colin and I are brothers. And so I'm the older brother, he's the younger brother. We lived together, went to school together. And then now he doesn't live with me. Now he hates me. No. So that's what it is. That's the backstory. It's not a very interesting backstory, but bro spawned in. That's what happened. Went to bed, woke up, and the bro spawned in. Yeah, Colin's my brother. Kian, if you've heard any of my songs featuring Kian is my brother, and he currently lives with me. Yeah, Colin is an adult now. Colin is still stuck as a 1-year-old showing me songs. And there's Kian. He's not important. Dude, Kian, everybody's been asking me when you're going to come to practice. And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't talked to the dude in months. But people want you at practice. So come to TCRC practice, okay? Before Jens has to ask me again why I haven't talked to you for a month. Yeah. And then I have a little sister as well, Marin, who has her own channel as well, but she doesn't really make Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday you're getting back into it? We'll see, buddy. I don't even know what the workout is, but it'll probably be hard. Yeah, Legendary Starter Quest. Yeah, so I mean, it is really thanks to Colin, though, that you get LMental songs, because otherwise I probably would have just given up, because I had nothing cool to talk about. But I really enjoy breaking down characters and making songs. So feel free to ask more questions. I'll try to get through this. So we were on LFO Tool. I just used it to kind of spread out the vocal a little bit. That's what happens there. And then this is a relay. So this is from Isotope. So instead of using my faders like I am here, I'm going to actually reset all these to 0. And then I'll use the relays as like my faders pre-bussing. And those faders all go to here, a visual mixer, and then I can mix them that way. And then I'll do oh, you're welcome. And I look, well, just give me some time, because I also have my own stuff to do, Shadow Freddy. Like I have to do other songs, and Colin needs me to do other songs for him. And then if you want me on another feature, I'll do another one. But it's just I just got to have some time in between things. If I just do song after song after song after song after song, then I'm gonna have no time for myself. So, is this fun for you? Yes. And no, I think I forgot to say hello to you. I did see you. Tomi, hopefully I'm not gonna say this wrong. Tomi Otherio. This is fun. I love doing it. That's why we're doing it. I don't necessarily love streaming. I love making music. I don't necessarily love making beats, but I love making music. I love writing songs. And it's the process that is very therapeutic. Oreo, gotcha. Oreo. I apologize. It's very therapeutic for me, and I do it. Did you find my comment on the comedy rap? How did you find my comment on the comedy rap so quick? Do you have a bot like to find them? No. So what happens is I have on YouTube, I get notifications of when I find it. And so maybe I just go back. Sometimes I go back through my comments to look, like if somebody commented a song they want me to do and I'm looking for inspiration, I do that. So you can say whatever you want, Oreo. And I'll do my best to keep up with everything. But also I don't mind if you just sit and watch, because that's what I do when everybody streams. You can ask Sammy. I'll just sit and watch for hours of Sammy and never comment. So yeah, I scroll through comments, or if I see it when you comment originally, I'll try to just comment right away, because I will forget. Yeah, or I'll scroll through and see a comment that I missed and be like, oh, why didn't I respond to that? I was probably just busy working. So that's kind of what we do. Anyways. Bussing. So now we go to our buses. We have an ozone clarity. This just kind of brings the clarity up, brightens the high end a little bit in this range, especially for a rap song. If you end up wanting a little bit more clarity, and I have it bussed so I can control how much that impacts it, and I also have it faded over here as well, controls how much it's impacted. Neutron sculptor, and this kind of shapes it to the way that the settings are, I guess. And I just use that as another, I guess, EQ to kind of fill out, and it just helps. You go have fun. You go have fun streaming, Freddie. Keep in touch. We can work again. Just give me some time. Can the thing you use be used on mobile? Probably not. Maybe mobile is a little more of a simplistic platform than like Logic. But I mean, you can always try. I'd research things before you buy them, because these things do cost money. Research them before you buy them, and then see like, oh, is this what I'd like to use? But in mobile, I mean, you can use a lot of the basic stuff in mobile, like an EQ. Mobile's gonna have an EQ. Mobile's gonna have a auto tune. It's gonna have compressors. It just might be you can't use these exact plugins. You have to find out what works. And then look, there's plenty of things online. Just Google whatever you're using. If you're using BandLab on mobile, Google BandLab on mobile. Like how to make a vocal sound good, BandLab mobile, and put that into YouTube. And there'll be plenty of people who have done something. And then you can take and pick what you want from. That's how I used to do it. Is I used to just take and pick things that I've seen from other people. But yeah, we have a sculptor from Isotope, stabilizer. This just kind of, again, is another like EQ, kind of tones some harshness. Yeah, exactly. BandLab's great. Into mobile. Yeah, whatever you need, whatever you find what you use what you got. So you find out what you use. This is, again, over the course of 7 years of making music and making some money, I've purchased things usually around Christmas. And I just kind of expand that way. And it's just been a slow build for me on making my stuff, and I'm still evolving. Everybody's still evolving, but yeah, BandLab is just fine. There's nothing wrong with BandLab. There's nothing wrong with mobile producing. I mean, David D4D used to do all of his stuff before he was big on BandLab and or whatever mobile platform he used, and just iPhone headphones. So you can make good music by just using mobile. The music's come such a long way that there's no barrier really to entry anymore. So. And then I have another bus here. I think I usually put something there. Depends. Sometimes I don't. But anyways, all of these are pretty much the same. All my tracks are pretty much the same. The thing we'll do with doubles is I usually crank the doubles up, the doubler up, and I bring the level down so that you can barely hear them. And we'll go through all of this. We got ad-libs. The thing I'll do with ad-libs here is I usually go like right here, and throw them in the background, a little tunnel it, and kind of maybe spread it around so it bounces. It just kind of adds a little bit of tasteful stuff in the ear. The chorals, I think these are already EQ'd a little bit. I just kind of brought down the high end, and we'll probably throw up the reverb, right? Maybe. Throw the double. We might throw some more reverb on there, and then we'll pan those around as well to give some headway. Harmony, again, duck the high end a little bit. Might even duck it a little more. The lows, I think I have this back farther because the lows, if I cut too much, yeah, go ahead and try it. And like I said, if you need help with something, just let me know. Shoot me an email or a DM, whichever way you prefer to communicate. And I'll see it when I see it, and I can help you in whatever way I can. So again, yeah, I duck these a little bit. I mean, there might be probably some doubler on it as well. Other than that, they're pretty much all the same. What instrument do you enjoy the most? Good question. Well, let's go with what instrument I enjoy playing. I really like playing guitar. I think playing guitar is fun. Guitar is fun because you can make a whole song with just a guitar and your voice. But cello, I play cello from 3rd grade to 12th grade, so that's 9 years. 9 years of playing cello. That's fun as well. The way you can express yourself on a cello or a violin or any of those stringed instruments, and the amount of precision it takes to play them right, is super cool. Yeah. I gotta go to here. I'll add you real quick. Friends, add friend. Gotcha. You're added, so you can send me a message whenever you need to. Yeah, all right. But yeah, and what instrument do I enjoy? I like synthesizers. I guess you can technically play those with a MIDI keyboard, but I don't really play them that much. But there's lots of different things, and I think every sound has a place. Especially when you start making beats, you realize that sound I never thought would be in this beat, and then you put it in, and you're like, holy cow, that sounds cool. So that's really what it comes down to. I used to be very good at cello. When you haven't played it for forever, you kind of lose it. Not that you lose it, but it'd take me a little bit to actually get good at it again. But I used to be very, very good at cello. Like people would tell me I need to play in symphonies and I need to do this and this and that. But I don't know. Life takes you different places, and I guess the orchestra wasn't my place for it. But I was very good at cello at one point in my life. Colin was very good at violin, but he won't say that either. So yes, we got all that. I guess we'll just do this. We'll just start mixing it. Now that I've kind of gotten everything out. So I'm going to set all the faders back to 0. And then we'll lower the beat. All these are set to 19. We'll lower the beat using the relay. These are all set to 12.8, so we'll go to 0. Okay. So now what we'll do is we're going to mute all of these tracks. We're going to take the beat, and we're going to go to the relay. Oh, is this? Yeah, okay, this is blank. We're going to take the beat. We're going to play it. So there we go, lowered a little bit. Now you're just lying. I was not good at violin. You were not. But I wasn't going to say that in front of the whole world. The whole world's watching. Colin was a maestro at the violin. He was amazing. He had offers from Julliard, but he was like, I want to go to a small D3 school where I can be an All-American in cross country. That's what Colin wanted to do. So anyways, we lowered this because we want to add headroom. Yes, thank you, Sammy. Thank you for stopping by. Road to 1K. We can take our time because I can't be streaming every day. But I hope you have a good night, Sammy. Thank you for joining in. I know it's late for you, but let's see it's Wednesday. I'm gonna see if I can catch your stream on Friday. I know you'll stream on Friday, but it just depends if I'm gonna be up or not, and if I'm working or not. So, but I'll try. Have a good night, Sammy. Okay, so we've lowered this to give ourselves some headroom and that we can make everything else kind of balance in the mix. Usually what I do is I play the whole song through and I use Neutron. Neutron has like a detector that can kind of level all this for us, but it really is garbage. I don't know who Tom Kane is, but I am sorry for whoever's lost that would be. But we will take this and now we'll play this and we'll level the main vocals first. So actually what we're going to do first, because this has too much reverb on it, we're going to lower the reverb. Probably lower the delay as well. And we might increase it later, but because it's a rap song, we don't need as much reverb and delay on it. But, okay.
5, 6 on a fist, you wanna see that when it hits. Like it hits a kid, got no regrets,
Sorry, that's the wrong one. Let's go right here.
Put 5, 6 on a fist, you wanna see that when it hits. Like it hits a kid, got no regrets, I let life rip. Like Pegasus on spinning quick, living on with my lid, man.
Yeah, so I think that's probably good.
This won't be war when I go out and breaking down that door. Who needs a king like you and we? Got a family that hold on. Look at my goals, I'm coming on board. I look at my roles, until I bring on.
It's a Professor he's the voice of Professor Utonium and Mr. Harriman. Unfortunately, those names aren't coming to mind. It's probably Sonic. Are they Sonic characters? I've watched too much stuff. I can't keep things straight, but that's too bad. I'm sorry for his passing, but everybody passes eventually. So.
Put 5, 6 on a fist, you wanna see that when it hits. Like it hits a kid, got no regrets, I let life rip. Like Pegasus on spinning quick, living on with my lid. I'm burning bright on the Lord of Nor. I pray for peace, trying to clean the board. And if I go out, then it's won't be war. When I go out, they're breaking down that door. Who needs a king like you and we? Got a family that hold on. Look at my goals, I'm coming on board. I look at my roles, ain't till I reborn. Like hit me, bands out of my head, don't let me go more. Famous, I got the ink buckets, talk around here.
Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I don't think I ever watched. I've maybe watched like an episode. When we were little, my family was not allowed to watch TV. We were allowed to watch VHS tapes. So we watched Disney and Star Wars. That was all we pretty much watched as kids. And we'd go outside and hit each other with sticks. That's what my childhood was. So I didn't have those shows as a child. But like I said, that's unfortunate. It's a bad things happen. I gotta increase the pan on this as well. Just probably that's probably fine. We'll copy this down all the way. But I turned up the compression because I felt like because it's a rap song, I wanted a little more compression on it. It doesn't need to be as raw as a acoustic song. So, is that why you like Star Wars so much? Yes. We got. That's unfortunate, but they. I'm sure they'll find somebody else to replace the voice of Yoda, maybe, if they ever need another Yoda. But yeah, that's why I like Star Wars so much. That's why you get so much Star Wars songs, is because that is what I know the most about. And I know that a lot of people don't. There's not a huge. I'm not really even centered. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. There's not a huge following, like people making Star Wars songs, and so I was like, I'll just make Star Wars songs then. But I love Star Wars. Even the stuff that people would get mad about, like, oh, that's not real Star Wars, that's not my Star Wars. It's like, when I was a kid, we had nothing. We just had Colin and I were watching Episode 2 and Episode 3 over and over and over again, because that's all we had. I just love getting Star Wars content, and so that's why we make Star Wars. That's why we make Star Wars stuff so much. It's because Colin and I like it. So yeah, and starting this Friday, right? I have an album. Every week you're gonna get a new Star Wars song based off of a bounty hunter, and then I guess in 6 weeks you'll have the whole album will be out on Spotify and Apple Music, produced by me, and it's all about bounty hunters. So who is this song for? Is it Chewbacca or Yoda or Chewbacca? No, this song is from Fire Emblem. This is Elise, who has like the ponytails and pigtails. Look, I just figured that's what this beat kind of fit, and that's what I just kind of freestyled it all yesterday. Like I said, I don't know if the song will come out. That's up to Colin, if he likes it or not. But we'll see. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. It might get tossed. I have plenty of songs that have been tossed into like a folder, and they might come out, they might not come out. It just depends. We make lots of songs, and then Colin chooses what he wants to come out based off of what he wants to listen to. So bug Colin if you want the song. I'm glad. Like, if I can spread the love for Star Wars and get more people interested, then that's what I like to hear. But yeah, I love Fire Emblem too. I don't think I've played all the routes of Fire Emblem Fates, which is what this song is about, but I've definitely played all of Birthright, and I probably started Conquest. But I just felt like I felt the beat didn't fit like Alexander or Camilla, so I was like, this kind of feels like an Elise, kind of like a fun song, so that's what we went with for the thing anyways. So
6 on a fist, you won't see that with it hits. I'm like it since a kid, got no regrets, I let life realize. Legacies on spinning quick, living out with my living. I'm burning bright on a lot of north. I pray for peace, trying to clean the board. And if I go out, then it's only war. When I go out, they break down that door. Who needs a king like you and we?
So if you were listening there, I kind of lowered it all the way down, and then I brought it up so you can just kind of hear the Bug Colin. Yeah, Bug Colin. He doesn't have any social media or anything, so you can't find him. Kind of bounces in the ear, and it kind of just adds like a little bit of layers and texture to the main vocal at certain spots. It kind of gives it a little bit of flair. I should probably also take these guys and about level these similarly.
Bro, just leave it to me. You know that I'm on the show. No, I'm not the rest of them. That's my love. Oh, hey, like the rest of them. I think that we should run. No, I'm not the rest of them. These stoners can suppress my love. Oh, hey, like the rest of them. I think that we should run. You turn hurt my emotions
Okay, so what we did there, we just kind of leveled out the main vocals for the singing part, which have a little bit more reverb, and then took some of the we just cut this part of the double, and it was a little loud, and so we just kind of manually adjusted the gain on the actual audio clip itself, so that it just doesn't overpower the main vocal. We just kind of want some tasteful undersoft noise there. And that'll probably just be it for the main vocal.
You turn, hurt my emotions. Full acts through the soul of the moment. Stuff burn, how you moving with motion. Locked in with a castle's coldest. Counting down the days till they open up doors and embrace all the roaming. Roaming through the countryside hoping for peace, cause I'm tired of coping. Where when I go out, they're breaking down that door. Needs a king like you and we got a family to hold on. I look at my goals, I'm doing them bored. I look at my robes and
about that. We're gonna take this. We spread out those, so we got two like longer like ahs. We spread them out to the side, and then the main one just kind of comes in and ebbs and flows. I think we'll add a little bit more reverb on this. So we'll take all of these. I just gotta mark them. Add some reverb. Maybe add some not too much, because we do want it to kind of sound natural. If you add too much doubler, it won't sound natural. And we'll just kind of do that, and then we're gonna take these. So now it's just kind of tastefully in the back. Sounds pretty good to me. Now we'll take the two low ones now. And these ones, you want them loud enough that you can hear them, but you don't want them loud enough that they're going to overpower anything else. So we'll take them. So that's probably good, kind of just in the background a little bit, and they add a little bit of number one, they add a little bit of fullness to the main vocal, but also adds a little bit of texture because you re-recorded it, just kind of how you would do like a rock vocal with multiple kind of takes and spread them around. I just kind of feel like it adds like another little bit of something to the chorus when the chorus comes in, instead of just being the main vocal again. Which is what I like. I mean, what the chorus should be is the standout part of the song where you're kind of drawn to it to come back, and so you kind of want it to have layers to make it sound different than the just regular vocal. Otherwise, if it's just the same vocal over and over and over again, it's gonna sound boring. But when something comes in, the ear is gonna register. When you have doubles and layers come in, the ear is gonna register that, oh, there's something different about this. I kind of like how it sounds, and it you want to sing along because it sounds like there's multiple people singing it, and so that's kind of the idea. Now we have a higher version, the harmony, and we got to lower this as well. This one we don't. Yeah, we kind of want it. We want it tastefully, kind of layered in with everything else as well. So we'll probably put it right there. See how that sounds. And probably one thing we'll do here is actually we'll go touch, and we'll automate this to kind of like spread around, kind of get a little bit of a sway going in there. Sound a little. Okay, so what we did there, in case you didn't know, Logic has this thing called touch, and you can take touch, and then anything you do on this track, it'll like kind of record it as automation. So all I did with there was play through that, and as it's playing, I'm panning it left and right, so that it sounds better. And then we can take the pan, take this, we can copy it, copy, paste, right here. And to be honest, because I'm gonna save myself some work, I'm gonna do the same thing up here with the automation of the ad-libs, because the ad-libs are gonna pan as well. And then we'll probably actually just increase this pan, probably right there. And now we can go to the ad-libs.
Like this is a kick, I no regrets, I let life realize. Taking sins on spinning quick, living on with my leg. I'm running right on a lot of noise. I pray for peace on the queen of boy. And if I go out, then it's only war. When I go out, they bring it down that door. Who needs a king like you and me? Got a family to hold on. Look at my ghost, I'm good and bold. I look at my rose, ain't till it reborn. Hit me, tell them all ain't no limits, I'm bored. Famous, I got the inbox, it's tight around here, ain't keeping no score. Big broke ones, they keep it G.
Okay, I think that's probably good on that pan. So that's pretty much all the mixing that the vocals need. Now we're just going to do stuff to make it pop a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think it needs anything else. And so one of the things we're going to do, this is a great thing about FabFilter, is I'm going to take the main, which one? Yeah, we'll take the main vocal. We want main vocal 1. Okay, and then I'm going to go EQ match. I'm going to set that's a main vocal 1. And what this will do is as I play the song through, it'll measure the beat and see where the beat in the vocal are clashing. And then I can control which parts of it I want to duck. And so in the beat, obviously in the beat it's not perfect. There's some parts of the beat that are overpowering the vocal still. And it's not quite sitting well. And so by doing this, we'll duck the parts that are clashing in the beat and make the vocal pop out just a little bit more. Just adds a little bit of tasteful, I don't know how else to say pop out. That's what it's gonna do. But anyways.
Put 5, 6 on a fist, you wanna see that way it hits. I like this, it's a kick, I no regrets, I let life realize. Taking sins on spinning quick, living on with my leg. I'm running right on a lot of noise. I pray for peace on the queen of boy. And if I go out, then it's only war. When I go out, they bring it down that door. Who needs a king like you and me? Got a family to hold on. I look at my ghost, I'm good and bold. I look at my rose, ain't till it reborn. Hit me, tell them all ain't no limits, I'm bored. Famous, I got the inbox, it's tight around here, ain't keeping no score. Big broke ones, they keeping it G. While they're out here going ham with cars. No matter we stay with them dragons, it's up, my majesty's starting to floor. Big bro, just leave it to me. You know that I'm on for sure.
Okay, that's probably good. So now I can hit match here, pull that, and I'm going to take everything that's under, get rid of it, because that's not the stuff that we need to remove. We need to remove the stuff that's high, the stuff that's clashing. So we'll take this, and we're going to set the gain to 0, increase the band, and then I go -5, and this is just ducking as things come in. So if I were to go 6 and we were to go to like right here.
So
all the yellow popping down, that's ducking.
So
obviously the vocal now, you can hear it. But we don't want to duck it too much, because now it's obviously now you can't even hear the beat. So we want to kind of decrease the band width on these so that it's just ducking just enough that you can it's kind of tasteful. And one of the ways some people do it is they'll cut the low end so you can just hear the high end, and you just kind of want the hi-hats to kind of stick through the vocal. But you don't want the hi-hats to be ducked too much, but you want the vocal to come through. It's a balancing act that sometimes it just takes listening to learn. But I think that's probably good. We're going to decrease it though. We don't want 5 is too much. I usually go around 2, sometimes 1 if it's doing too much ducking. But that's probably good. Okay, so now we're, sorry, my headphones got messed up there, but I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Yeah. Okay. So now we've done all the kind of the stuff for the mixing that we need. Now we're gonna. I mean, I might even just increase the beat because we've reduced some of the gain. We'll increase the beat 3 dB. Call that fine. I might have to change things in the mastering anyways. So now we're gonna go to mastering. Oh, I forgot. I don't even have a Pro EQ on this. So what I usually do. What is this ozone? This ozone is a mastering. Oh, I even have the mastering. Do I have that mastering on right now? I forgot. I was mixing it with mastering on it. That's probably fine. It'll probably fine anyways. Anyways, we're gonna go to Pro Q3. That's the tonal balance. We don't need that. We need the Pro. And what I'm going to do here, this is one mixing technique that you can even use this for regular old mixing, like with one of my first EQs. You can do this. It's called Search and Destroy. I go 11 and 11, so 11 on the width of it, and 11 on the volume, and then we're just going to sweep. And anything that sounds bad, we decrease it because it sounds bad. So. So I'm not a fan of how some of the noises get caught right there. We're just going to duck this one. I'll just clean it up a little bit. Again, continue with 11. Oh, you're right there as well. Let's hit that one as well.
You turn her my emotions, bold acts to the soul of the moment. Stop burn, how you move with emotion. Locked in with a castle cold. It's counting down the days till they open up doors and embrace all the road and roaming through the countryside hoping for peace, cause I'm tired of hoping. So when I go out and bring down that door, there's a king like you and we got a family and I hold on. Look at my rose, I'm going on board. Look at my roses.
So that one's really bad. We'll duck that one for sure. You also don't want to overdo this because then you're just getting rid of everything. So you just want the worst parts. Obviously, like I said before, imperfections are great. So you want some imperfections in the song as well. So. Probably do a little bit more here. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not what we wanted.
Put 5 or 6 on a fist, you wanna see that way it hits. Sound like this is a kick, I no regrets, I let life real life. Places on spinning quick, living out with my living. I'm running right on out of north, I pray for peace on the queen of boy. And if I go out, then there's only war. When I go out, they bring it down that door. There's a king like you and we got a family like hold on. Look at my goals, I'm coming on board. I look at my rose, ain't till I ring bone. Hit me, tell them all ain't no limits, I'm hard. Kids, I got the buckets, tied around here, ain't keeping no score. I'm big boy bunch, they keeping it G.
I don't love that one because it's also taking away a lot of the clap that you have, but it's going to be too bright and it's probably going to get ducked anyway, so it's fine.
Soul of the moment, stop burn, how you move with emotion. Locked in with a castle cold, it's counting down the days till they open up doors and embrace all the road and roaming through the countryside hoping for peace, cause I'm tired of coping. Swear when I go out and bring it down that door, there's a king like you and we got a family to hold.
Alright, right, there we go. I think that's pretty good. So also I'll put another 1 dB where it's going to duck. Obviously we have a reduction of just in general, but we also are going to have a little bit of a boop, 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 boop. It's going to duck it when it gets too loud, when it's too annoying. And so we'll do that. We might even have to bring we'll bring it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. But and then if we look at the tone, this is a tonal balance. I'm not going to set this to modern. We're going to set this to probably where's the bass heavy. This is going to kind of show you, this is kind of the line that shows you where your sound is supposed to be. This is again from Isotope. It's going to show you where it's supposed to be mix-wise. This is how loud the low end's supposed to be. This is how loud the medium's supposed to be. This is how loud the high end's supposed to be. And a high. Obviously, these are not strict rules. These are just kind of guidelines that most music songs follow. So if we listen to our song, looks like we're actually within the lines for the most part. Usually my high end's too high right here, but we look just fine, which is great. Now we're gonna go to here. This is one master, and this is the main master that I use. Obviously, this is my acoustic settings. So that's nice. I'm not mad at that one. We'll keep it just in case because I don't want to ruin it. And I'll add another. That's not what I want. I'll add another ozone mix master. We'll try another preset. Oh, my presets came over on this window. We're gonna go with I usually go with the trap preset. Is that what I go with? Yeah, I usually go with this one. I usually go with the trap preset for these type of beats. So again, we have an equalizer here, dynamics, dynamic EQ, an imager, maximizer, and a limiter. Maximizer is, I don't even know, it just kind of boosts everything up to the right levels, and then the limiter cuts everything. But anyways, I like the imager on this, so let's see how this sounds.
Put 5, 6 on a fist, you wanna see how it hits. I like it, it's a kick, I no regrets, I let life rip. Like Pegasus on spinning quick, living up with my leg. I'm running right on all the north, I pray for peace, trying to clean the board. And if I go out, then it's only war. When I go out, they break it down that door. Who needs a king like you and me? Got a family that hold on. Look at my goals, I'm cutting the border. Look at my robes, ain't every bone. Hit me, tell my head, put me on board. Feelings I got in buckets, to right here.
Okay, so I like that one probably better than the acoustic. The problem with the acoustic sounds really good, but it usually just doesn't have the right oomph in the kick. It takes away the kick because it's an acoustic song. There's no kick. There's acoustic guitar, and that's it. So that's why I usually use the trap. And what I did, I didn't even move the imager. The imager sounds good. We'll see if it sounds good according to what Logic thinks. But then we boosted the maximizer up so that it kind of is close to hitting the peak, and then we use the limiter just naturally is set to a threshold of 2 dB, and it cuts everything that's louder than that. If we were to play the song, it's cutting basically the kick, but it's not cutting it too much. It cuts and keeps everything at least at 1 dB because there's a ceiling. If we go higher than that, then we're peaking. It's gonna sound bad. And so this kind of sets everything to the right levels. So now we have this master. What this master is it's the Logic's master. And so what it'll do is it'll analyze the whole song and tell you, like, this is what it should sound like. And usually, a lot of the times, it does not sound good. So I only use it for pretty much this part of it, the auto EQ. And then I usually turn down the auto EQ anyways, so it's not as good because I like my own mix and master on it. But it'll also do some in the background. It'll do some more limiting, some more boosting. And sometimes we might have to adjust things. Like and sometimes don't use the spreader. The spreader sounds garbage. What I'll use instead is if it tells me that it really needs to be a lot wider, then we'll go into Ozone and we'll hit the imager and make the image wider. Again, these are all. I'm not a professional audio engineer. These are just what I've learned. But I like kind of how it gives it a little bit more of a polished sound when you use this, if you use it the right way. And I always leave it on transparent. But we'll go. It's gonna analyze everything. It'll analyze the whole song. Oh, actually, 1 second. It's gonna be dumb. When you let it analyze the whole thing, it's gonna think that this is part of the song. It is not. Because then it'll say like, oh well, there's nothing there. It needs to be louder in the midsection because there's no vocals. Yeah, well, it's because there's not supposed to be vocals there. That's why. So reanalyze using just this section. It'll analyze it, give us a little bit. You're back from live streaming. Welcome back, Shadow Freddy. Hopefully your live streaming went well. We're just finishing up the master here. Colin, if you're still there, does this song sound good or not? I don't know if you can even read the lyrics. Those are all the lyrics right there. But and also, Colin, should I throw another verse on it? Well, tell me that later. Tell me that later if it needs another verse. But we can also just leave it at however long it is, 2 minutes. But yeah. It's actually we're doing pretty well on time. I wasn't streaming too long, and you guys gave me a lot of questions too. So fantastic, because I love questions. Otherwise, I'd just be sitting here doing a tutorial. So yeah, we've got some. Where's my mouse? There we are. We've got some says the kick needs to be a little bit louder. It says some of the lower end of the vocals need to be a little bit louder. Then it's like reduce some of these sharp peaks. That's fine. And we'll bounce this down to probably 75. See how that sounds. But it says the spread doesn't need to be any louder. And it says it's playing loud as it is. So.
Put 5, 6 on a fist, you wanna see that way ahead. Sound like it hits a kick, got no regrets, I let life live. Like Pegasus on spinning grid, living out with my leg, man. Right on a lot of noise, I pray for peace, trying to clean the board. And when I go out, then it's only war. When I go out, they break it down that door. There's a king like you and me, got a family that hold on. Look at my goals, I'm doing the board. Look at my roads and jewelry.
That's fine, Colin. We're pretty much done here anyways. I'll send it to you, and you can make a decision on what you want to do with it, along with the lyrics. But yeah, so I'll play it one time through for anybody who just wanted to see, like at the beginning of the live stream, this is what it sounded like. This is the end of the live stream. Play the full song. Also, don't know if it's going to come out, so this might be the only place you'll ever hear it. But here's a song, Fire Emblem, Elise. I've called it tentatively. Where is it? I'm all in for sure. So we'll listen to it once, call it good, and then we'll probably end stream. If you got any more questions, now's the time to drop them. Otherwise, send me an email, send me a DM, and we'll get on to this.
Put 5, 6 on a fist, you wanna see that way ahead. Sound like it hits a kick, got no regrets, I let life live. Like Pegasus on spinning grid, living out with my leg, man. Right on a lot of noise, I pray for peace, trying to clean that board. And when I go out, then it's only war. When I go out, they break it down that door. There's a king like you and me, got a family that hold on. Look at my goals, I'm doing the board. Look at my roads and jewelry more. Like, hit me, tell them all in, no limits on board. Famous, I got it in buckets, time around here. peace, I'd hoping for peace, cause I'm tired of coping. Swear when I go out to bring it down that door. Who needs a king like you and me? Got a family like hold on. I look at my goals, I'm coming on board. I look at my rules and every bone. Hit me, tell them all ain't no limits on board. Feelings I got the buzzers, tell around here ain't keeping no score. Big broke ones, they keeping it G. Well, nigga out here gon' hand with clothes. But never we stay with them dragons. Zero, my majesty's trying to grow. Big bro, just leave it to me. You know that I'm all in for sure.
All right, so that's the song. And I did see your question, Oreo. I was just making sure that if anybody wants to go back and listen to it, they have the opportunity to. So, my favorite character from Star Wars. Oh, Darth Maul is probably up there. I like Darth Maul. I like his character arc. I like what they've done with him post Clone Wars and I like him. You know, I'm gonna say a lot of Sith Lords. I like Darth Vader. Darth Vader's good. I think Luke Skywalker is an absolutely cool character. And it's a sad thing what they did to him in the sequels, because I think he should be way cooler in the sequels. I like the books that they wrote about him. You know, I like Anakin. It's hard for me to pick one, because like each era has like a different. Oh, I'm not even on screen. Oh, sorry. Each era has a different Star Wars character that's cool. Bounty hunters are cool. Jango Fett's cool. Boba Fett's cool. There's, like I said, there's so many Star Wars. Gosh, Rex is cool. Captain Rex. Commander Cody's cool. Obi-Wan is cool. Qui-Gon Jinn is cool. Qui-Gon Jinn's probably one of my favorite Jedi. Yoda's cool. Like, there's so many cool characters. If you're making me pick one, is hard to do. Kyle Katarn is cool. Revan is cool. Nihilus is cool. Man, I got too many. It's hard to say. However, it's easier with Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem, my favorite character is probably Claude or Dimitri from Three Houses. Yeah. But that's also a little bit of bias, because those were the first ones that I played. First Fire Emblem game that I played was Three Houses. I absolutely loved it. And then I went back and played some of the older ones. But I don't know. It was something about like picking Claude and then riding with him through war. That was like I was like, this is amazing. How come I haven't found this before? And then I went through and picked Dimitri, and I mean, because I was like, this dude's crazy from the first time I played through it. I was like, this dude's absolutely crazy. I kind of want to side with him and see how things go. And then he was like, it was like a heartwarming story for Dimitri. If you're gonna tell me not to pick Three Houses, I liked Ike. Yeah, it's Ike, right? Yeah, Ike is from the game with Titania. Titania was cool as well. I can't remember the name of the game, but I liked Ike. Ike was cool. I also liked playing Ike in Smash. He's a fun character to play. Wasn't a huge fan of Marth. Yeah, all the other main characters aren't as cool to me. I'm trying to think of like a niche character that's cool. Oh, you know who is cool? Lysithea. But also because she's OP. Yeah, Path of Radiance. That's right, Path of Radiance. Can't believe I forgot it. Because I played Path of Radiance. I played Path of Radiance, I think, twice normally. And then I played it with like a randomizer, where it randomizes all the characters and each character class is different. And so I played also through Path of Radiance like that. But I think I also had a broken run because I had somebody who was absolutely dominant in Path of Radiance. Like probably Ike was like a Pegasus or a Dragon Knight. And I was like, well then, it's like, that's ridiculous that I got him as a character. But anyways, Lysithea, not necessarily niche, because she is an absolutely overpowered character. And you know what? I like Marie too, because I like their stories. I like who they are as people in the game. Like Lysithea being like not an orphan who's like experimented on, and becomes this powerful magician, and she's just trying to redeem herself. And then Marie, this is why I like Marie, is because if you don't pick her, then she it's kind of hinted that she offs herself off screen, and that's kind of sad. So I always pick Marie because I'm like, Marie, you got to be on my team. So anyways, and like I said, not necessarily niche, I guess, but I like those characters. Who else do I like? I need to go play through like the one with Crom again, and Robin, because I remember liking some of those characters, but I can't remember which ones. But I swear, when this new Fire Emblem game comes out, I'm gonna have to probably buy a Switch 2, just to play the game. But that's those are my favorite. I think those are my favorite characters. There's probably more. I'm probably missing. Like the reason I played the game is to play the Fire Emblem games is because I like them and I think the characters are well done. If they weren't and they were boring, I'd be okay. Well, I'll log off and do something else. But I like them because of the characters and how they're built and how they talk and how they interact with each other. That's what I like about. That's why I make music. And that's what I like about games. So yes. So that'll be the end of the stream. Announcements that we have coming up. We got obviously LMental Hunters, which is coming out, and it'll be in 6 weeks. It's all Star Wars songs about bounty hunters. I think we have Embo. Embo's coming out this Friday. A song called Slide, about how he's sliding on his headpiece. So we got Embo. We got Boba Fett. Aura Singh. C21 High Singer. What's the name? The Zabrak. Oh man, I'm so. Let me go to my YouTube real quick and look up what songs are coming out. I'm not gonna be able to. Darn it. But gosh, her name. I can't remember her name. I feel so bad. But there's one more too. Oh, it's the Deroin, the Exterminator. I don't remember his name either. He's the guy with the tentacles that sticks his hand through and gets like through the electro ray field because his blood can take it. He's a Parwan. Deroin is his name. Parwan is his species. Anyways, all 6 of those characters. We've got a song for each of them. Like I said, that's just Star Wars songs for the next 6 weeks. And that album comes out, and then we'll see what comes out after that. Another thing is I'll be in Detroit. What day is it? June 27th, I should know by now. June 27th, Nerdovation in Detroit, hosted by Mark Cooper. Tangent Gallery. Come on by, I'll be there if you're in town. Don't fly out if it's too much. But love to see anybody who comes through who's a fan. You just let me know. Send me a DM, and we can link up. I'd love to say hi. But that's looking like that's about it for the stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for asking. If you were here, thank you for asking for so many questions, because otherwise I'd just be here talking to myself. So thank you so much. I hope you guys all have a good night, and we'll see you next time. LMental signing out.